Our next guest is a rising star in all things pop culture. Chris Witherspoon has interviewed some of the biggest stars in Hollywood.
Yes.
He had Oprah Winfrey, Tom Hanks, Denzel Washington, and Will Smith, baby.
Yes, he is also the founder and CEO of Pop Viewers, which lets you determine what people will watch next. Welcome, Chris Witherspoon, to the show.
Chris, how you doing, Chris?
How you doing?
What's up,
Welcome.
baby?
Now, wait a minute. You got to tell our viewers, how does Pop Viewers work?
Oh yeah, okay, so Pop Viewers is an app, and the whole idea behind Pop Viewers is helping folks discover what to watch next and giving them a platform to react to what they're watching. So think about like any show that you just saw, you just, finished watching Bridgerton or Soul or Wonder Woman, you get a quick video reaction to what you watch and give a score to it. So it's a score and a platform that is democratizing the critic system around TV shows and movies.
Okay, let's kind of go through it and dig in a little bit.
Okay.
So, like, what did you feel about? Did you have an opportunity to look at Soul?
Oh,
yes. Whew,
Like, give me a little summary of how you felt about watching it, and because when Maria watched it, she thought it was going to be the characters the whole time. She didn't necessarily know it was going to be the blue soul. She was like, hold on. Who are these blue things? Is this a kid's movie? But I love the entire movie in its entirety. What did you think about it?
I loved it. I felt like it was to me, it wasn't even a kid's movie. Like I walked into it thinking, okay, Disney movie, it's gonna be something very light. I'm gonna laugh, I'm gonna giggle, maybe a song is gonna be in there somewhere. But it really, to me, is a film that's about like, oh my God, so many deep themes to adulthood. I was watching it like getting my whole entire life together. I was like, okay.
I need to do better. I need to do better.
It was like Dr. Phil therapy for me.
Exactly, right.
So for our viewers, that is an example of what he created.
Yeah.
You get to go in there and express yourself. But Chris, tell us, how did you come up with this idea, though?
Right.
Yes, as you mentioned earlier in your wonderful introduction, I've worked in this Hollywood space for a while now, and I get to go on all these different shows. I go on the Wendy Williams show, the Today Show. I talk about what people should be watching next in terms of TV shows and movies. And I begin to recognize there really is no platform that I can point to as a pop culture expert that is the voice of the people. You can go on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and everywhere and try and find those conversations happening, but there really is no dedicated tech platform that is entertainment focused that really is the voice of viewers. So I set out to create it. It's been a really long journey. I am not a tech guy. I don't really know a whole lot about creating a tech platform, but I do use a lot of them.
Right.
And I also think that people are so much more entertaining and people are so much more powerful than critics. And so this platform is really about passing the mic.
Well, Chris, you are a tech guy now because you're in the tech game. I want to ask you, on Pop Viewers, should we be like worried about spoiler alerts, or would those post up like don't make sure you don't spoil it for someone? Should you not go on there until you watched it, or because I don't want nobody to spoil it for me?
Right.
How does that work?
People so far in our community have been very conscious about not giving spoilers. You only have 30 seconds to give your quick reaction to what you watched. There's not a lot of room in there for you to spoil it. But I do think, just like Twitter, you should not go on Twitter if you haven't watched Bridgerton, because there's going to be things in there people might say. Pop Viewers is kind of the same thing. It's a place for you to go after you've watched something, but also you can kind of look through there and see a few reactions that I think are safe for you before you want to decide to watch something.
See, I don't necessarily mind the spoilers. I would actually go on this before I watch it because I want to make sure it's worth my time.
Right.
Like, if everybody's talking about it, now I'm going to be like, you know what? I'm going to see what the fuss is about.
Right.
I'm going to go on Pop Viewers and check it out.
People get mad at the spoilers. Remember one time we had talked about a movie or something, or a show
game
that came on, game that came on like 4 days ago.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you're spoiling it for me. I didn't watch the game.
I TiVoed it.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, why are you watching TV
Right.
then? You're supposed to be locked down in a shelter somewhere.
Right. But Chris, I have to ask you, you've interviewed a lot of celebrities. Who you want to catch? Who's on the radar for you next? Who do you want?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think I've been at home binge watching so much content, like the Queen's Gambit on Netflix. I'm obsessed with.
Loved it.
Loved it.
I'm obsessed with anyone from the cast of those shows. I've interviewed Oprah a few times, but I never get tired of interviewing her. That's a dream of mine, to sit down with her one more time and talk about, things aside from just pop culture. I feel like I'm in this space now of like trying to find like mindfulness, all the things that she's kind of about. I wouldn't mind talking to her more about those sort of things.
All right, well, Chris, thank you so much.
We gotta have Chris come back.
Come back anytime, okay?
Yes.
Anytime.
Please, Pop Viewers, you guys download it. It is now in the Apple App Store.
Baby, get my phone and download Pop Viewers.
All right.
All right, thanks, Chris.
I got you.
All right, y'all.